While ZBrush is widely known for its 3D sculpting ability, it also has a special mode for sketching in 2D. As a painting and drawing tool, you'll probably find it very lacking compared to Photoshop or even a lot of free painting programs. However, it has two main selling points. One, you can hop into it at any moment without leaving ZBrush. And two, you can sketch in symmetry mode. So let's try it out. So for this, let's say I want to start with a regular sphere. I'm going to click and drag it into the canvas. We'll go into edit mode. And let's say we want to start sculpting something. But maybe you've got sculptor's block. You don't quite know what you want to make. One way to get through that is to go into QuickSketch mode. So let's go up to Z Plugin, QuickSketch, and click on the button. Okay, so now we're in QuickSketch mode. Let's go ahead and draw something out, see what happens. So what this is it's basically a flat plane in space. If I try to rotate around, you can see it's actually just a simple plane. I'm going to hold Shift so it snaps back to front view. Now with this, you can basically just draw whatever you want, just play around with different ideas. You could hit X to turn off symmetry mode if you wanted to, or X to turn it back on. There's also some other brushes we could play with. If we hit comma on the keyboard, it's going to bring up Lightbox here. And let's go into the brush menu. And let's double click on pen. These are special brushes that work specifically with QuickSketch. And there's just a variety of brushes. You might want to play around with this on your own. I'm not going to go through all of these, but if we double click on pen fur, you can see that we get a different effect with this. So you can make all kinds of interesting things. Okay, so let's say we're going to try to design some kind of spider or tentacle monster, whatever this is. Now, when you're happy with how this looks, you can use this as a reference while you're sculpting. Let's go up to Draw and Snapshot to Grid. So what this does is it takes whatever you have visible on your screen and places it as a reference image on a grid. So let's go back to our sphere that we created before. Let's zoom out a little bit here and kind of rotate around, and you can see that our QuickSketch is now pasted onto the grid. Now there's a couple things that QuickSketch mode did to our scene that make it a little bit difficult to sculpt. For one, it changed the colors. I might want to go back and get a white color. It also changed the material. So you notice here it's on flat color right now. Let's click on this and let's set it to some other material that's better for sculpting, like matte cap red wax. And now we could change the size of the model. So I'm going to go into the gizmo here and let's just shrink the model down a little bit. Maybe place it where the head should be here on our QuickSketch. Go back into draw mode. Let me get the move tool, BMV. Let X to go into symmetry mode. I'm going to get a bigger draw size here on my brush. And before we can start sculpting, actually it's telling us we need to go into make polymesh mode for this. It's still a primitive object, so make polymesh, and we're ready to start sculpting on this. But I'll let you take it from here. This is more about the QuickSketch mode than it is about the sculpting. Okay, so that's QuickSketch mode, how to get into it and back out of it. Mainly it comes in handy if you want to do a little quick and dirty freeform concept sketching. For me personally, I like to just do that kind of concept sketching right in 3D with sculpting tools. But if you're used to 2D and thinking that way, this might be the tool for you.